Alright, guys, so this is another Patreon request, and this one comes from Bill McLaughlin, who asked me to do, shall we say, an unconventional crossover pairing. That's the best way I can put it, because the crossover pairing he asked me to do is obviously, let's see, Hando from Star Wars and Ida from Owl House. So Hando, Ida, what would you call that? Ido? Hondia? I don't know, and I shudder to guess. So we're gonna dive into this strangeness, for lack of a better word, and yeah, as always, if you guys would like to have a Patreon request done, just hit the link below, head on over to my Patreon. You guys can start sending me requests for videos to do here on Patreon. But other than that, let's get started with this video. So, how would a pairing between a relationship between Ida and Hando go? Well, I can imagine the first time they met, Ida is probably gambling, Hondo's gambling, and they're both playing the same game. Like, let's say, like, I don't know, blackjack. They're both at the same table and they're both playing, and they're just trying to one-up one another. They just keep trying to one-up another, and they just keep trying to, you know, they just keep trying to, they just trying to keep upping the stakes, and throughout the night they just keep betting and betting and betting, and they're gambling. Like sometimes Hondo wins, Hondo, excuse me. Why did I say Honda? That's a car. Hondo wins. Sometimes Ida wins, and they're both just spending and winning money. And the thing of it is that they both discover the other's cheating. And in that moment, they're just like, "You cheater! You cheated first. Well, I cheated because to preemptively cheat against your cheat. That's how cheaty I am, and that's how cheaty you are." And it would probably lead to some drinks and then some other stuff. So let's be real, guys. This, and you made me think. Well, Ida's too good for Hondo. Like, yeah, she has rain. They're way better than Hondo. That's true, but remember, this is the same woman who canonically married Stan Pines and stole his car and wallet. So this is the best way to describe it. It is exactly 100% to a T the same way the marriage between Ida and Stan went. It is 100%, without a doubt, exactly how that played out. There is no other way to say it other than, yeah, that's just how it goes. Like, that's just how I feel like it's gonna play out, is that Hondo and Ida are probably gonna get drunk, just 100% ridiculously drunk, and then they're just going to, you know, go to the nearest chapel and get married, and then the next day, why do I keep saying to say Honda? Hondo or Ida are gonna wake up the next day, and someone's gonna lose a lot of money and probably their vehicle. That's like, there's no other way to say it, guys. There's no real way to say this other than, yeah, this is just gonna be some drunken shenanigans the whole time. There's no other way to say it other than drunk shenanigans. That is it. That is all it is. That's all it will be. And I don't know what else to tell you. Like, it's just gonna be hilarity and also just a ton of gambling. I don't know if, like, Hondo would introduce Ida to his to his fellow, you know, pirate crew, but I do see Ida, like, trying to keep it, like, also keeping Hondo out of the Owl House. Not because, like, oh, she's embarrassed. It's more like she knows that fucker will try to steal it from her. And also Hootie would try to eat him. Yeah, and not try, will eat him. Oh boy, he looks like a bug. Oh boy, I ate a bug. And Hondo's just there, like, all covered in saliva. I never want to do that again. I saw things that no man should see and keep his sanity. Yeah. But also, it'd be kind of cute to see, like, Ida learning how to shoot a blaster with Hondo, like Hondo teaching her how to shoot a blaster, as well as like the two of them playing Hexus Hold'em, and inevitably Hondo gets so good at it, at better as good as Ida, and actually is good at cheating against her in the game. Yeah, there's no other way to say it, guys. It is nothing else than a quick fling led by some drunken I-doos at a nearby chapel, and that's it. Like, that's all we're dealing with here in this scenario, is just a lot of drunken moments, and that's really it. So some drunk cheating, and then some drunk gambling, some drunk it's just an awful night, and it's just going to be one of Ida's long regrets and mistakes. So I just imagine like this moment where like Rain is looking through like Ida's old stuff, and they're like, who's this Hondo Onaka guy? And she's like, one of my 5 greatest mistakes. What are the other 4? Their names are Rick Sanchez, Stan Pines, Lex Luthor, and Norman Osborn. Those are my 5 biggest mistakes. So, there you go. But anyway, you guys tell me in the comments below, what do you think it would be like if Ida and Hondo hooked up? What do you think the pairing would be like? Just comment below, let me know. And once again, I'd like to thank Bill McLaughlin for this Patreon request, as well as continued patronage. And yeah, other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.